it up for Alex. Alex, who refuses to put a chair up here. But thank you very much for coming out tonight. By the way, I don't want to pander, but let's hear it for the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays. That's a funny part of my act. I just happened to say that tonight. The oldest comedian of the evening, so I think that's why he put me on first, so I'm your early bird special. I had a show not long ago, and before it began, the other comics were discussing the effects of drug use on comedy. They asked me my opinion, and I said, Lipitor has no effect. I always like being a villain in Saints, and I may even put it on Facebook, but not every place is deserving of a mention on social media. I looked at my phone before, and it said, hey Jeff, it looks like you're at CVS. You want to tell your friends? No, really don't. It's not that important. This is, I like being here though, and this is a lot more fun than my day job. And I have a day job. And some of you are going, good, you need one. Thanks a lot. So this is my side hustle. And I don't feel any cooler or younger saying side hustle, but I said it. I'm a lawyer. Hold your applause for lawyers. But I don't like talking about being a lawyer when I'm on stage. And I think that's because we don't know each other yet. And when people are introduced to a comedian, they say nice things. Like, tell me a joke. Say something funny. That doesn't happen with lawyers. Nobody meets a lawyer and says, tell me a statute. Say something in Latin. And I sometimes get my jobs confused. One day I was in court, and the opposing counsel said, I object. But I forgot where I was, and I thought he was a heckler. So I turned to him and said, I object to your face. The judge didn't like that at all. I watched the movie Moonlight, and I didn't like it as much as the critics did. And so my son said, Dad, you lack empathy. Me? No empathy? I can't relate to that. You can see that joke coming up Fifth Avenue, but okay. All right, it still worked. When you get older, you become more relaxed. You take things in stride. Except, if you're online in front of me at Subway, you better know your order like it's your social security number. Should I get wheat bread or Italian? It's the same thing. It's Subway. I believe that every American should know their Subway order and be able to recite it upon command. Should I have this, should I get spinach or kale? It's the same thing. It's a green leaf at Subway. Subway's just a pretentious McDonald's. I run and I went to sign up for a race. But before I could sign up, I had to create a password with a special character. Aren't all characters special? Why are we creating class divisions between the characters? You're just an R, I'm an ampersand, I'm special. Snooty ampersands. And why do I need this security? If a Russian hacker wants to break into my running accounts and sign up for the Stop Diabetes 5K this Sunday morning at 8 a.m., go ahead. I'll sleep late. And I've been married for a long time, but I still look at other women. I think that all married guys do. Well, except for one guy I know, he says he doesn't because it's disrespectful to his wife. That's sweet. I have a nickname for him. Liar. You know that as soon as he leaves the house, his wife's watching Magic Mike. I was talking to a young guy, he just got married. He said, "What's marriage like?" And I said, "I'll tell you a story. My wife asked me if I wanted to go somewhere. And I said no. And she said, 'Oh, we're going.' And I said, 'So why'd you ask me?' And she said, 'I wanted to make you feel as if you were involved.'" And that's what marriage is like. But after all these years, I'm still learning and still making mistakes. My wife went on a business trip, and she asked, "Do you want to pick me up at the airport?" And I said, "Won't your company pay for an Uber?" She did not like that at all. You see, I made the mistake of taking her question as a question. And that's a rookie mistake. People ask how I met my wife before there was Tinder, J-Dates, and even Farmers Only. And I tell them the old-fashioned way. I went to a bar, she was wearing a tight sweater, I went over and talked to her, and we just celebrated our 32nd wedding anniversary. Oh, thank you for your pity applause. Although the young people are doing math, you're figuring out how much younger you are than I've been married. It's not nice. On the day of her anniversary, I went to her Facebook page and I wrote, "Happy anniversary to my wonderful wife. This counts as a card." And she didn't mind. We've been married for so long, we just get each other whatever cards are on sale. You don't know how many times we celebrated Kwanzaa. I've been married for so long, I've forgotten what sex is like when you're single. There's a single guy at work. He said, "I can't wait to go home. My girl's going to be there and we're going to have sex tonight." And I said, "But it's Tuesday." You'll see. My name is Jeff Eisen. Have a great night. Thank you very much.